Hi, I'm Brenda Spence, and I'm Director of Bristol Community Food Pantry. In the past, there were food pantries in every single church in Bristol, it seems, and people would go from church to church and get a bag or two of food to try to get them through the month, and they would drive into Elkhart and get food as well. But in 2004, God called me, believe it or not, in the middle of the night, nobody there but me and Dave, and I know he wasn't talking to Dave. He called me to say, I want you to run the Bristol Community Food Pantry, and that wasn't all. I mean, I had to get up and got a notebook and wrote down pretty much everything he told me to do. So, starting in a closet at Bristol United Methodist Church, the pantry has now grown into this building that you've seen, and there's more storage on the other side where we keep things that we can't fit on the shelves. It has grown into an institution that serves over 100 people, 100 households every month. Bristol Community Food Pantry is a cooperative endeavor with all the churches in Bristol. Each church provides volunteers every 6 months. The person in charge of that church gets the volunteers, signs them up, and each person serves a 2 to 4 hour shift for 1 month, twice a year. Your church hopefully will be providing volunteers. That's up to you. And we do use extra volunteers. If you're on a list for substitutes, we can call you. I cannot do this on my own. I rely heavily on volunteers to do this. So a commitment to volunteer is really 2 hours, twice, for 1 month, twice a year. We really appreciate that. You can see from our pantries that sometimes we have lots of food on the shelf. This isn't too bad, and sometimes we don't have a lot of food. The best way to donate to the pantry is to donate cash, because the pantry we can buy a lot of food in the food bank of South Bend for 18 cents a pound or lower. And if we can't get it at the food bank, we usually try to get it locally, probably at Aldi's, because they seem to have the best prices, or other places where they have it on sale. But if you want to clean out a closet of stuff you know you're not going to use and it's not out of date, feel free to donate produce, feel free to donate non-perishables, and call me if you need to donate something cold or frozen, because we can take that as well. Bristol Pantry participates in several organizations. We are part of Pantries and Kitchens United of Elkhart County. That is a group of 10 churches that cooperate and try to coordinate some donations that don't typically come from the food bank. We also participate in Seed to Feed, and you may have been called at times to help harvest or plant something for the food bank or for the Church Community Services Seed to Feed program. You'll see that we have watermelons and tomatoes and squash that came from Seed to Feed at no cost to us. Pounds and pounds of watermelons we had this year, gaylords of watermelons. We also get some free things from Feed the Children, and that usually gets coordinated through our group called Pantries and Kitchens United. These things are really important to us, as is the produce that some people donate from their gardens.
Some of the things I prayed for that night that the Lord called me was some way to educate the people that use pantries to maybe spend their food dollar a little bit better, and how to use some of the foods that we have that they might not typically use. And God provided that in the way of Lori Eames, who works for Purdue Extension Agency, and she's here just about every Thursday morning teaching people how to eat better and use the foods. God is good.
Who would have thought when we started this that we'd need places to store food, that there wouldn't be enough room in the pantry itself? After all, we started in a little tiny closet. And here we have the food that we get from United States Department of Agriculture, some food that we got from Feed the Children, and some food that we had to purchase from the Food Bank of Northern Indiana. We also have that old refrigerator that dies from time to time, but we use it for stuff once in a while. It holds the temperature good enough. And this lovely freezer that, again, Elkhart Community Foundation donated to us. This is full of hams and turkey waiting for Christmas. And this is a donated freezer. It's full of bread. We even have a door with an automatic opener so that the food bank truck can unload their skids right at the door and just bring it in here, and we can unload it when we have the volunteers to unload it. This is a God-ordained ministry. We praise and bless God. Not a week goes by that somebody doesn't grab a hold of one of us and hug us and say, we don't know what we would do without this pantry. God bless you all. Thank you.